Welcome to another episode of Foodie Town CA. So normally we cover the Canadian food scene, but today we are straying from the script and heading to Vegas. And we are heading to the most foodie friendly hotels on all the strip, and that is the Cosmopolitan. And Superfrico is one of its most popular restaurants right now. So we headed there for a really special night of great dining and some interesting shows and a speakeasy. So stay tuned. We've got it all for you and tips and tricks and what to expect. So for this evening, it was me and my husband's anniversary, and we decided to take everyone to Superfrico, which is kind of like a dinner and a show all in one. So this used to be Rose Rabbit Lie. If you're not familiar, it was a fine dining place where you could go and you could expect a show. So there would be tap dancers, really great music and singers and entertainers, and they would come through the dining room, so there was no bad spot in the house. So this is under the same vein, except the food is not as fine dining as it once was under Rose Rabbit Lie. Superfrico is more relaxed, so they have some entertainers like this. These are like the battling ballerinas. And so they just came through, they whipped through the entire bar and dining room area, and they would do a beautiful ballet, and then all of a sudden they would break out fighting and screaming at each other. So it just makes for some interesting table conversation and kind of break up the evening with some interesting shows. The closer you get to showtime, there is a show. So if you're dining there, diners get discounted tickets, and the show is held in the back behind the bar. But the closer you get to showtime, the more the performers come. So we arrived fairly early at 5 o'clock, and then the show entertainers started to trickle out. But the main reason we came was for this ultimate foodie experience. They made buffalo mozzarella tableside, and she walked us through the whole thing, so I'll let you listen.
And just remember this, right here, what that looks like. Remember this stage.
Okay, cool, very cool.
Alright, so to this I'm going to add some hot water. It's around 200 degrees. This is going to melt down the curd and make it stick.
Very cool.
I'm going to grab my wooden mallet here because it's very hot. Like I said, it's 200 degrees, so I'm letting it cool down just a little bit. Let me show you here, the cheese is already starting to melt. I get a good pull.
Oh, wow.
So as you can see, it's already starting to melt.
Yeah.
And there's a certain consistency I'm looking for before I'm able to pull it. I just need it to come together a little bit more. Stretch now. What that looks like.
Wow, very cool.
I like to fan it out just a little bit. One. And actually it has a cost. It gets it really smooth. It takes any air pockets out. So not only does it look good, but it also is very helpful.
Very cool.
You can still see all that steam coming out of it. It's not a shoved in temperature. I could go in and drink it with my hand. It's still very hot, but it's workable.
Cooler.
Yeah.
Cool. have a small window to work with just because that temperature is still dropping. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it in. And that's what's going to give me that fresh mozzarella pearl cake that I was get that glass top. Get those crumbs off.
Next to the tray, right?
And there we have it.
Beautiful, thank you.
That fresh mozzarella. So for this, I'm going to let it rest for a little bit. I have some ice here. And I'm going to infuse that steak salt back in. And we're going to let our cheese rest here. Meanwhile, put your bread. Did you want to pull it apart or would you like me to cut it for you?
To cut it, please. That would be great. Yeah, for all of us.
To see
Thank you so much.
done tableside, something I've never seen before. I've seen it kind of from afar at Italy in New York, but to see it up close and to have her walk us through it was really special. So they only do about 12 of these an evening, and you have to request it before you arrive that evening just to make sure that they haven't already gone through their evening supply.
We're going to add this to our little platter here.
Oh, beautiful.
So what I have is pistachio mortadella, spicy salami, roasted chili, cherry tomatoes, and spicy olives. We're going to lay that over our basil, a little bit of sea salt. And for my personal favorite part, it has to be this basil oil that we make here in-house. And it's one of our most treasured ingredients here. I'm going to
Oh, Terry. Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
I feel that was pretty damn good.
So this was about a $75 experience where you got to see the fresh mozzarella being made before your eyes and then taste it fresh as well, which is something that is hard to come by unless you are behind the scenes at a cheese shop in Italy or a buffalo mozzarella maker in North America for us. But excellent, really well worth it, and we had a great time. So the food, as I said, used to be under Rose Rabbit Lie. It was really high end. You know, it used to be caviar tacos and beef Wellington with foie gras type of thing. But this is more approachable. It is Italian fare. So classic Italian foods like this pizza, which is like a really thick bread pizza. It was good, but yeah, really unexpected. And we really enjoyed it with the charcuterie. So this menu is described as Italian American Psychedelic. So it pays homage to classic Italian dishes like lamb ragu, pasta alla gricia with guanciale, which can be hard to find, and normally it's not made with true guanciale. And so they even have the trust the chef option, where the chef will make all your decisions for you. You don't have to make a decision and figure out what you want. They do it for you. So you know, it's Vegas, you can make a little bit of a gamble there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun and we really enjoyed our time. Aside from the acts that come through, there's also this fun little slot machine where you ask a question and it's supposed to come spit out an answer. You can read the middle or you can make what you will of it. So we had to give that a try before we headed out to the back to the ski lodge. Now the ski lodge is a very cool speakeasy that's hidden behind the entrance at this red door here. So you have these doors open and a ski lodge is revealed with an actual interactive and moving backdrop of an icy scene from an actual ski lodge that the owner was inspired by. So there's little details that have been taken from his favorite ski lodges from around the world, and then the penguin theme from Superfrico continues inside. But they have expertly crafted cocktails. You can also order pizza and a few of the dishes that you could order at Superfrico in the Speakeasy at the ski lodge. So if you don't want to head into Superfrico, you just want a quick bite and some cocktails in a really cool atmosphere that's cozy, then this is the place for you. So that is our Las Vegas Superfrico experience. Please share, give us a like so our channel can grow, and thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.